funny that they were digging on Zelensky for how he dressed in the meeting. Meanwhile, Elon is walking around like some sleazeball trying to sell you speakers out of his van around the White House. No worries, square bet. Thank you. Unicorn Power says the French know how to protest. That they do. And I think the Quebecois have some of that in them. Sweet cherries, thank you. We love most of you. But sorry to say, I've scrapped my plans to go there this summer. I'd literally rather spend my money anywhere else at the moment. And apparently the real estate market in Florida and Arizona, where a lot of Canadians have winter homes, has started to crater. As everyone's getting out of their investments, if you could call it that. We're walking alongside Mount Pleasant Cemetery. Maybe we'll get down to St. Clair Avenue. How's that? Then we'll head over. Fortunately, the rain has let up a little bit. You don't blame me, you're counting down the days till 2028. Well, at this rate, you're going to have a self-declared king for life by 2028. We're kind of dismantling your government, if you haven't noticed. Lisa enjoying her hummus. Breaking news, U.S. Commerce Secretary Butnick, Trump may roll back Canada and Mexico tariffs tomorrow. What, did he see the stock market diving and everyone with common sense telling him it's the stupidest measure ever? And get cold feet, just like he did last time? Skywalking asking, what will I do this summer? I don't know. I'm going to try to go away next month or May. Hopefully for a 2 or 3 week trip somewhere far away. As we come upon Moore Avenue, this neighborhood is Moore Park. It's kind of a nice upper middle class neighborhood. Well, it would have been maybe a few decades ago, but now most middle class people probably can't afford the homes here. Have I ever thought about Lithuania for a summer break? No, that's something to look into. I've got Prague, Budapest, and Poland on the radar. I've been going to Europe every summer, so I'll have to figure that out. I think Eastern Europe might be the ticket this year. Unicorn Power, it's funny you say that. My mind doesn't normally go to Canada when I think of getting away. I always just kind of want to jump on a plane and go somewhere really far, but that might be worth exploring or looking into. Since I've had this channel, I've only really done Ottawa and Montreal and different parts of Ontario. Jeanette needs to go on a trip somewhere far away to escape some of the madness. I can just imagine lying on the beach in Boracay, looking over and seeing Jeanette there. But we're gonna make a right at St. Clair and start heading west. Greetings, Alex. How about going to Bali? I just watched a very disappointing review from the Flip Flop Traveler, a channel I like to watch. He reviewed the Regent in Bali, where their most basic room is $1,100 US a night, which for reference is like double what the St. Regis is there. And he ripped that place to shreds. Usually when you see someone make a YouTube video on a place like that, they just gush about it because they want free hookups to more fancy resorts, but the guy who runs that channel is just brutally honest. Yeah, I would definitely enjoy going back to Bali. Randy Ruck, $4. Randy Ruck, thank you so much for the $4. Definitely appreciate it. Thank you, Randy. Try full in, nice people and such. Yeah, I have a hidden motivation. I'd like to go to Energylandia while I'm there. Now, that's true, Daniel, they did. There's a home you would expect to see down south. With the white pillars, apparently those were inspired by Greek architecture. Norway and Sweden are beautiful, I don't doubt it. Where did I go last year? Belgium and the UK. The year before that was Spain and France. OT Sync says, come back to London. The weather is good here, plus the food is good. Oh, I absolutely loved London. Ooh. Someone's driving on a flat. But the one thing that was a little bit difficult to stomach was just how expensive everything is there. I think my entire trip to Tokyo, Osaka, and Seoul, Korea last year was cheaper than just like 5 nights in London. Marge, $5 for the new umbrella fund. Thank you, Marge. I've actually got an umbrella that I quite like that is somewhat wind resistant. All right, thank you so much, Marge. Oh, my hair is... I'll fix that. There we go. How about that, eh? Hey, a viewer just yelled my name out the window. Lisa just looked up Energylandia. Yeah, it's basically just a giant theme park for us adult children. Greetings, Kyle Walker. We are now going west on St. Clair Avenue West. Phillips says try other parts of the UK. Where should I go? Blackpool? Hey, when Action Kid first stayed in Toronto, he was at an Airbnb right in this hood. I'd like to go to Scotland. I'd like to check out Belfast. Then maybe hop over to Dublin. Might be cool to see Cardiff. You don't see or hear a whole lot about Wales. Greetings, Derek C. Doing a little bit better. I spent all day yesterday inside. I actually recorded a video from my desk without going outside, but I'm not looking forward to editing it, so I wonder if that'll ever get produced and uploaded, or if it'll just be another video I made and then eventually deleted down the line. Daniel says, Edinburgh is such a beautiful city. Stephanie's been to Dublin twice. Belfast would be nice. Yeah, 2 different countries, 2 different Irelands. Might be cool to see that. Randy Ruck, $10. Randy Ruck. Thank you so much, Randy Ruck, for the $10 and the support. Much appreciated, Randy. How can anyone in Toronto know about Energylandia? Nice to see. Some of us are coaster nerds. That's not something I've indulged in lately. I've been at Cedar Point in a very long time. The car just got honked at for not dangerously pulling out into traffic. Okay. Lost City says, where in TO are we? We are, I don't know if you would consider this Midtown, but we are almost in Midtown, heading towards the intersection of Yonge and St. Clair. We're about to head over the Vale of Avoca. Just reading some of your comments. Thank you, Emmett. Greetings, Cactus Steve. Looks like just hearing too much talking on the weekends. These 2 condos here, I absolutely love them. They're older. They've got these beautiful floor-to-ceiling windows and these giant balconies. I think they were probably built in the 60s. They cost a fortune. And they're near St. Clair Station. Got a few supermarkets right nearby. There's a farm boy right there. That would kind of be my ideal spot, I think. You said you could live anywhere. I just always love those buildings. I bet the maintenance fees aren't cheap given that they're older, but they're also probably built a lot better than newer buildings. So there's that. I don't know, I just really love those buildings. Elon, if you're watching, I'm sorry for saying bad things about you. I will gladly accept one of these condos from you. I know you have the money. And we've got a little bit of nature in our sights. That building straight ahead is at Yonge and Merton. I don't know if those are co-ops. I looked them up once, and one of the units was over $1 million. I was like, oh. Unicorn Power says it'd be nice to see more buildings like that being built now. It would be. The light's about to change in a minute. If there's a pedestrian crossing, I'll go. If there isn't, I won't. All right, we'll cross. Digital Blade C8 is probably massive square footage. Yeah, that's the case with older buildings for sure. And unfortunately, over the last, 20 years, they've been loading up condos with tiny studios and barely one bedrooms, you could call them. One bedrooms that are smaller than the bachelor apartments from the prior era. That's one of the reasons why the Toronto housing market is tanking right now. You've got this glut of tiny units that people don't really want to live in, and they don't want to pay the extortionate prices on the market for buying or renting. It's almost as if the city should have mandated more 2- and 3-bedroom units. Oops. Randy Ruck, good to see you. This is the end of the line for the 512 St. Clair streetcar. This is where the line starts. It goes all the way to the stockyards. Hey, there's another sushi rock. And it's also cheap Asian dim sum.
And peoples from the America, Canada, Alaska, Scotland, England, United Kingdom, Netherlands, France.
Adpad says still watching UFC. Yeah, that last event wasn't worth watching.
The diner night lunch.
I'm excited to see Patty the Batty versus
ice cream
Chandler.
and cake.
And I want to see what Patricio Pitbull does.
Coffee, no sugar with milk.
In
No
his
sugar
debut.
coffee
He's
with
got
milk.
Yair. That's a pretty tall order for a 38-year-old.
A new variant of diner.
He's got 1 million miles on him.
Night lunch.
That building, I believe, used to house the Loblaws headquarters. And it's still called the Weston Center. And there is a Loblaws in that plaza.
There's a so good combination of food, Johnny.
Lisa, is this the mural you're yip-yapping about?
Это also Johnny. What these combinations, these combinations of food is very good. Balance and ice cream and cake and coffee. It's very good.
Means high and low retrospective.
Right. It's very healthy, Johnny, for emotions. This endorphins, Johnny. Endorphins.
Alright, we've walked
Nature endorphins, Johnny.
from Young and Eglinton to Mount Pleasant down to St. Clair, now back to back to Young.
And this calcium, Johnny. Nature. This is not a fake disposal in hormone industry. Preparations. It's very good. This nature product taste. And
To
balance
go
is
north
very
or to
good.
go south? It's $1 million question. Yeah. I can get a few more steps in.
This is actually of that, Johnny. This is not lie. This is very healthy for emotions and brain. This is not a fake eat and drink. Drinks.
Oh, sorry, my
It's very healthy, Johnny.
phone is going nuts here.
I don't
Right,
like
eating
balance,
south?
but sometimes
luck,
I
we are
do eat
going
balance.
There's Holy
I
Chuck.
don't know
Excellent
about
burger joint.
balance of this nature product with endorphins have chocolate nature and cheese and cottage cheese and piece of meat, Johnny. Johnny. This is actually that, Johnny. This is not a lie.
Thank you, Whippy Dude. Doing
And
I'd
this
say
is
70,
very to
80%.
healthy.
really
This
just
is the
strange because
nature.
it's been so long.
It's not a fake, Johnny. It's very healthy for emotions and brain activity.
Trying to get back into the swing of things.
This
I
is
did
not
my
a fake.
exercises the last 2 days.
What is so made.
Been eating normally.
And what is not a spread with hormone industry preparations. And this milk cream. This is very good for healthy, Johnny.
Screening some of your
It is,
chats.
Johnny.
But we are now going south and down
And
Young
for
Street.
emotions.
And the stream has crossed the 1 hour mark.
This is
Thank you so much,
delicious
guys.
for me, Johnny. Delicious.
All 643 of you currently watching. Hey, G.
Mini
Jackie
cake
Roxas is here.
with caramel, Johnny. And fake cream.
That cat says, how is Toronto, Canada? Taxes and so what expensive to live? It's only the first or second most expensive city in Canada,
This is
but
actually that,
they're all
Johnny.
expensive these days.
This actually is very good for healthy and emotions, Johnny. Have piece of meat is every day to have that. Johnny. This is actually that. This
Maybe
is
we'll
not
get
a
to
fantastic and majesty.
Summer Hill or
This is the real
Rosedale Station?
facts,
Probably
Johnny.
Rosedale.
In
Do
reality,
you think
Johnny.
Vancouver might still have the edge?
Reality facts, Johnny. This.
All right, Jeanette, thank you for tuning in.
This is the reality facts, Johnny, and the reality
Chris
of
Mills,
that, Johnny.
good afternoon.
Well, this is very healthy, Johnny. And this is not a fake. What is so made?
Hey, Mr. Mountain Hiker. Or
Right.
Mr. Mountain Biker. He is probably the viewer I've seen the most out in the wild. I've probably seen him more than I've seen Ken. I saw T-Shots out streaming on Saturday.
And to like it, Johnny. If this is not a fake, it's very to like this.
I love this view of those Yorkville
Combinations
towers,
of
and look how
products.
tall One Bloor West is now.
Combines
That's
of
kind of nuts.
products.
it's-
Combines of products.
It's super tall
Combinations
status, which
of
is over
products.
300 meters.
It's very like this, Johnny. I love it, Johnny. This is Johnny.
There's the Cineplex Odeon headquarters.
This is Johnny. No, it's Johnny. But it's not a fake. If this is not a fake,
1 second.
if this is not a fake, I love it, Johnny. I love it. It's so. This is not a fake. It's so
Time's
like
at
this.
5:30.
This is delicious for me,
Hey,
Johnny.
we can see the CN Tower.
Beautiful. This is actually Johnny of that.
By Thornton's Coffee at Starbucks. You mean Tim
It's
Hortons?
actually.
I think it's probably better just to buy from smaller cafes. Truth be, I only get Starbucks when a viewer buys it for me, but I always appreciate that.
And for activity, Johnny. For activity, and emotional, Johnny.
Greetings, D.
Johnny.
Gilmore, the one and only Doug Gilmore.
This is very good, Johnny, and piece of meat. It's very good.
Is it true Tim
For
Hortons
more.
belongs to American owners? The primary ownership group is a Brazilian consortium.
This is Johnny.
I think they also own Popeyes and a few other big chains. I think there's still a Canadian stake in it. But they are not the Tim Hortons we grew up with. Fresh baked donuts? What are those? And they've changed coffee suppliers. I think they don't support local sports teams like they used to in the smaller communities. No, it's a chain that's lost its charm. think
Тут
people really
Дрим Джонни.
treat Tim Hortons more like they treat a gas station these days.
А тут Дрим Джонни. About
But
that Johnny.
I've been to Tim Hortons in
Вот.
Korea on this channel as well as in Thailand.
Вот
And both of
эту
those were excellent
realize
experiences. Way
my
better donuts than we have.
immigration. В Америка, Канада,
They're
Аляска,
generally
Скотланд,
fantastically
Ингленд,
clean and
United
modern.
Kingdom, Netherlands,
Cafes, I
France,
quite
Austria,
enjoyed
and
both.
Germany. And
Countries' versions
это
of Tim
время
Hortons.
Johnny. Вот that.
Do
Вот
that
I
as we are young. Yes, we are.
will be to live together
But
with
you get the
you
best of London fog and
and with
Toronto
these
beats me.
people from these countries. And to have got my work and money, my freedom and independence, and my eating Johnny. Food and drinks is not of poison. It's every day to eat Johnny and drinks.
We're about to walk right by a store where they are
And my
ripping all the
clothes
American
Johnny.
booze off
And
store
toys.
shelves.
And my toys Johnny. And my
Totally wasn't in here earlier
violence
today, but
and
that's the
piano
Summerhill
and
LCBO,
corner.
formerly North Toronto
To
train
hell
station.
with. And my love woman or man have
And this train
Johnny.
station
No rank have
was
Hillary.
made irrelevant by
Of
Union
Thomas.
Station when that opened in
No.
1925.
Alex. He will literally kill and other peoples from the America, Canada, Alaska,
Still see
Scotland, England, United Kingdom, Netherlands, France,
a lot of alcohol on the
Austria, or
shelves.
Germany. Уже not like me. Вот I to ask
Normally in these
Johnny,
stores, they're
help
putting the
me
booze on the
please Johnny
shelves, but
to
here,
realize
you can see some bare
to
shelves over there.
realize my immigration,
Bye-bye
Johnny.
American booze.
Of this prison, this country, Johnny, America, Canada, Alaska, Scotland, England, United Kingdom, Netherlands, France, Austria, and Germany. To help me please Johnny,
Blank spots
to
were
realize
probably where you'd
this.
find American booze before.
To help me please Johnny.
There's someone clearing
I
off
want
shelves.
to have a card, Johnny, and millions
She's got a
of
bunch of
dollars
boxes
and
on a dolly.
millions. Not to have good. Not to have good,
And that customer
Johnny.
just said you're
A
taking
contact.
Look at her, she's taken
A context.
that's
The
probably
real
whiskey
people
based on
from
that section.
these countries, America, Canada, Alaska, Scotland, England, United Kingdom, Netherlands,
Play
France,
stupid
Austria, and
games, win stupid
Germany.
prizes.
What
You played yourself. Cheat
will
on
be
man.
make to help me to realize my immigration of this prison, this country, Johnny. America,
Point effect
Canada,
for 40 Creek.
Alaska,
No, it won't.
Scotland, England, United Kingdom, Netherlands, France, Austria, or Germany.
I mean, I guess if you're a
Help
big fan
me
of bourbon,
please, Johnny,
you might lose that.
realize
There's really no Canadian
with
equivalent to that.
this, Johnny, my immigration
Whiskey's not too far
of
off.
this prison, this country, Johnny. Help me please, Johnny, to do this. Help me please, Johnny, and peoples from the America, Canada, Alaska, Scotland, England, United
welcome,
Kingdom,
Robert.
Netherlands, France, Austria, and Germany. Help
It's a
me
government-run
please
business.
do
Yeah, the
this.
LCBO has a monopoly
Help
on
me
booze, but they're
please
also the
do
single
Johnny.
largest
Help
purchaser.
me please, Johnny,
of booze
to
in the
do my
entire world.
immigration.
And that's why it's
For this prison,
going to have such a
this
huge
country.
impact down south, especially on states
And
like
to give
Kentucky.
me please, Johnny, my work and money,
That's, hey, your single biggest purchaser of all your
my
products
freedom and
just
independence,
decided to not carry
and
them
corner
anymore.
and credit.
Oops, sorry, not sorry.
Help me please,
It's not
Johnny,
often I
to
agree
do
with Doug
this.
Ford, but it's just the right thing to do. Trump may roll back the tariffs tomorrow. Well, I think the damage is already done. He's about as trustworthy as his idol Putin is.
My citizenship, giant.
I don't think the Buy Canadian movement is going anywhere.
And one giant. I
Or to
will
some,
one
to buy
giant.
anything but American.
I will one giant to have the citizenship of Canada, Alaska, America, Scotland, England, United Kingdom, Netherlands, Wales, Austria, or Germany. I'm so giant. I'm so
One interesting thing about the
giant.
LCBO is
Will
you have all
want
these interprovincial
to
trade
have
barriers in
the
place, so
citizenship, giant.
you won't see much
Oh,
product from
this
other
country.
provinces. It's mostly Ontario sourced,
And work and money,
and then
freedom
foreign
and
stuff.
independence, giant.
I think that's one thing the
And
country is
food
working on, is
and
tearing
drink,
down those
giant.
barriers.
Clothes,
For
shirts,
instance, Quebec is a huge
toys,
market
giant.
and a huge producer of craft beer, and we
yeah.
can't buy their stuff here, and they can't buy our stuff there for the most
And
part.
kitchen soap, giant. To have
So I think it'll be really cool
in this country,
when we
giant.
can properly support our own
America,
country.
Canada, Alaska, Scotland, England,
As we get
United
to
Kingdom,
Roxborough Road, I'm just going to keep talking while
Netherlands,
that music
France,
plays.
Austria, or Germany. And my corner in credit or ипотека. Giant. This is straw giant. This is not like giant, this is straw. This is actually also giant. This is actually.
All right, we are almost at Rosedale.
This is
Well,
actually
if we came this
also
far, I
giant.
might as well just take us all the way to Bloor-Young. We'll be at the north edge of downtown.
I'm so
All those
giant
towers
to
that
ask
you see
him
towering
you
up ahead are part
to
of the
help
swanky
me
Yorkville neighborhood.
in this case, giant.
David, I've been reading a whole lot of comments along those lines.
I'm so giant.
Did you hear there's a proposal to put 100%
I'm
tariff on
so
Pennsylvania?
giant
I think that was
to
Freeland
ask
who
him you
has
giant.
zero chance of being the
Well,
next prime minister who
giant.
floated that idea, but it's not a bad one.
Will make to help me in this case. What doing that?
Rosedale Station on the left.
There's two giant. There's
Grandstand
not
Park
one
on the
giant.
right.
There's two.
And
There's
it's a longer
actually
walk than
that
expected.
giant. There's
Yeah, it's been about a
actually.
week since I really stretched my legs and had a high step count day. And the weather's cooperated for the most part. Jess Smitty says, what are Mark Carney's chances? Oh, about 100%.
Застружай, заджай. Застру.
Why tariff Tesla? No one's buying their vehicles anymore. But if someone does, then that money can go back into the economy. I don't know. I think that brand is pretty cooked.
Enthusiasm, enthusiasm. My diner night lunch in this mall.
It's been pretty quiet along M Street. It's going to be much busier downtown, and it was a lot busier in Midtown. I guess technically this still is Midtown, but this stretch, it's been rather pleasant to walk.
Me World Giant. World. Me World be Giant. A piece of shit in this foot. Giant. Me World be Giant. Me звали to
Alright, we
World
might
be
end up getting a
Giant.
copyright strike
A
here
piece
for
of shit.
this music. Let's just keep talking and keep walking as we go
This
past it.
is food combination.
saw-
A piece of shit.
On Reddit, there was a
Me
guy who
звали
made a post.
World be.
I think it was this Canadian Tire, and he was stuck in the stairwell.
Вот Жень. Salty. I
The
don't
only door
like
he could open to
to eat
get out
is only
had like a
sweet.
snowbank pushed up
I
against
do
it.
like Жень.
It's
I
kind of
do
an
like
interesting video
Жень.
that he posted.
I
Mike
do
Landry,
like
remember for
Жень.
22 months. Hope you
As
feel better
well.
soon. Thank you, Mike Landry.
In the plate. On the plate.
Thank you very much, kind
The
sir. Thank you,
salted
Mike.
and sweeted. And eat without of
Watching live, not to my knowledge.
Neutral
Yeah, I'm pretty
on
sure
the taste. Neutral.
there's a door
And like Jenny as well.
at the back of the building.
And I like
And
Jenny
a
as
snowplow
well.
contractor
On the
pushed a whole bunch
plate
of snow up
to
against it.
have got sweet and salty.
And the guy couldn't get it open.
The neutral
He eventually
on
got it
the
open
tasty.
like a few
I
centimeters.
don't
Was able to
like
get
is
someone's
only
attention who
sweet
came over with a
and
shovel.
is only salt. And to like is different eating
It's
on
definitely
the plate to have got.
fire safety code violation.
It's difficult on the taste. Foods to have got on the plate.
So we're at Church and Davenport. There's the Masonic Temple.
The strudzeń, the zakrzylał zadrzeń, the stro, the znotolężeń, the stro, the
Thanks again, Mike Landry.
peoples from the America, Canada, Alaska, Scotland, Finland, United Kingdom,
Doodad says, are we on
Netherlands,
iPhone or
France, Austria,
Android?
and Germany. And Laura and London and Jack, Kristen York. And the Jane.
With the 15 Pro, but I'm
The
an Android user.
strudzeń. The strudzeń does not like. And like Jenny, there's different products on the plate to have got. Salt and sweet and neutral. Eaten on the tasty. Don't like is only sweet and is only salt and is only neutral. And to like, I combine these
Kind of food delivery
products
guys in front
on
of
the plate.
that burrito boys.
За что же? За
Yes,
что
wide
же?
yield
За
for
что?
pedestrians. Just go for it. It's the Toronto Reference Library on the left. The one bar, that is new. Not noticed that before. Pretty serious lens on that guy's camera. If you're wondering where all the people were, we found them. Just a block north of downtown. And Bloor Street West. There's a place I went to about a month ago, Jack Astor's. I hadn't been there in a very long time. It's like a suburban. Mainstay, not too many of them in the city proper. But we did it. We made it from Yonge and Eglinton over to Mount Pleasant, south down to St. Clair. Popped back over to Yonge. And here we are downtown. Sorry I didn't live stream for a week. I'll try to go live once more. And I want to thank everyone who sent support. I want to thank our mods for their great work, channel members, Patreon supporters. Thank you to Jeanette for gifting 10 new channel memberships. Don't forget to like, subscribe, hit the bell, and all that fun stuff. The next few videos on the channel should be a little different. But we'll get back to the usual walking tours in the near future. But I want to thank you guys so much. Thank you, Sarah, Marjorie, Anna. Yeah. So, premiere tomorrow morning, 9 a.m. EST on this channel. And again, don't know when I'll live stream next, but do click the bell to be notified when I go live next. All right, I think.
to come там же for smoking же and sleeping. Это же.
Greetings, Rubicon. Lisa logged your steps, voted, got groceries so far, so good. The 3-day window to early vote, I think. Ends today, right? I got a voting card in the mail saying I could go to spot west of St. Clair, or rather west of Eglinton West Station, and cast an early vote. Lots of Walton dots. Plays at slide balls. Perfection. Vice principals too, I still think was his best work. Vice principals, but Fallout he was excellent in. He's great in White Lotus so far. The Righteous Gemstones, he's awesome in. John, I don't think Clayton was being serious. He's quite creative. If anyone was actually trying to promote crypto in here, that would not be allowed. Lisa hasn't seen it. I reckon I'd watching Vice Principals and Righteous Gemstones. Fan of Walton Goggins. Hey, Christine, I'm good. Cocos. Kevin started watching Severance. I saw part of that. Hey, there's a gazelle. Their most famous location recently got booted. That one was in the annex. I wonder if Par is here. Holy shit, they've got a ton of new bikes in stock. I was supposed to text these guys back. They've messaged me a few times. I haven't yet returned their message. Bonnie says early voting is nice. It is. But for a lot of people in my area, their voting stations are actually in their building, which is kind of cool. Ainsworth Antics, £2. Thank you for the great walks. Got me through my trip. Ainsworth Antics, glad you enjoyed your trip to Toronto, and thank you so much for the £2. Do us a favor and tell your interviews so our kid can speak up about some stuff. You know what I'm talking about?
Это же. To come time for smoking же. Это же. To come же time for smoking же. Это же. Laurel. This. To come time for smoking же. Фу. Foo. I don't like giant nature. I like giant sweet cigarettes. But I is where I to buy. Therefore, cigarettes is maybe fake with toilet water. Therefore, Женя, to buy nature. What is maybe fake too, Женя. Ты, Женя. Фу. I don't like giant nature, I like sweet Женя and Dalmatian Женя. Фу. 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 Тьфу ты. Тьфу ты. Тьфу. Шо? Тьфу. I don't know, Женя, what is this product, Женя, cigarettes, is very too healthy. If this is a nature products, is not a fake, it's poison. It's very too healthy for emotions, Женя, and brain. How, Женя, is fresh, is fresh wines and oxygen, oxygen, it's fresh oxygen, and cigarettes is very too healthy. This is not a fake. It's very healthy. Have oxygen, Johnny, and sweets and fat, Johnny, and meat is every day to eat. And Johnny, the estrogen, the sexual of that. Фу, 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 что, блин. There is a lot of камильфо, Джай. Это Джай. There is not Джай of камильфо. Что он в тесте. Фу. 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 But I not like nature. Very not good. On the taste. Фу. Это же. This is actually all that же. This is not lie. Это же. Фу. Тьфу, 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 фу, фу, все. Фу. Тьфу. Фу. Фу. Ш- ш- Фу. 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 Ш- М. Ты. Фу. Ш- Да, жаль. Да и аппаратура и делают. Подонки и суки жаль. Суки несовершеннолетние. Пиздосранками. Гондонами. Что глаза как будто слезятся. Они вообще не должны слезиться от этого. Это и не должно быть такого эффекта, что кислотой глаза разъедает, Джой. Это не аппаратура и так воздействует. Подонки и суки, их несовершеннолетние пиздосранки и гондоны, суки и кобели. Джой. Laura, look to this. За что же? За знатолай. Блин. Шо, блин? Шо? Фу.
So we'll cross south at Augusta coming up.
Ну ты же.
It's not the church bell, that's the fire hall bell.
Ну ты же.
Right there. Delicious lechon? Lechon is delicious.
The real Jane death in town in this moment, Jane. The real death in time in this moment, Jane. Straight now. Ну ты же.
Christos looking for someone who wants to make $40 helping remove snow from your roof. You might have had a few people up until you wrote roof.
Это Женя.
Sign A asking if this is live now. No, it's pre-recorded. I just guessed that you were going to ask that. It's a gift that I have
Это Женя.
as we
Зря
make
об
our way
этом там,
into
Жень.
Kensington Market.
Straight now, Женя, is very, very too tired, Женя. And want to sleep in you.
Look at these sidewalks.
Good night, Женя.
This is
Good
supposed to be
night, Женя.
one of the
And
top
good night,
pedestrian
Laura.
destinations in the city.
Angela and Joe from York. Моник Ливер Хель. Хель. Cousin Neistat. And the Schmass Alexis and Hillary Thomas and
A little bit hostile to
Henry
walk
and
around in here.
Jeremy. Good night.
There's the same sun hostel.
Good night, Женя.
Theo Dickens
Good
restaurant.
night, Женя.